for lack of people at the stadium, the game between Kotoko and House of Folk, they've opened the gate for free. Free gate to have you? Kotoko, House of Folk, the biggest fixture on our football calendar on any day.
Yeah.
On any day. And this was a day that was going to usher in our independence anniversary.
Yeah.
And so the following day was a public holiday, right?
Yeah.
And so if you go to the stadium even at 8 p.m. and you come home at 10, you still have the luxury of relaxing before going to work on Tuesday. And we still had a virtually empty Accra Sports Stadium.
In your intro, you kept on mentioning that this is unprecedented.
Yes.
In fact, it is unprecedented. But last season in the President's Cup, they did similar thing. They opened free gates.
But you see, so for 2 consecutive seasons,
yes,
we are doing this for Ghana's biggest fixture.
Yes.
Now, what does it tell us?
And you see, Dela, last weekend,
what picture does it paint?
Very bad picture for Ghana football. Last weekend, I told you that the GFA president, the communications director, the general secretary can sit in their offices and say whatever thing they want to say about this poor patronage in the Ghana Premier League. They need to get down to the grounds and begin to solve this problem. Look, the match was supposed to kick off at 3 p.m. So around 2:25 p.m., 35 minutes to kick off, authorities realized that only 4,370 people had purchased tickets to watch the game. The Accra Sports Stadium takes 40,600 people. Around 2:20, we are talking about Ghana's biggest fixture on the domestic scene, have you? Yeah. Around 2:25, 35 minutes, the players were doing warm-up on the field of play. Only 4,370 people had purchased tickets to come and watch the game. Now, at this point, the National Sports Authority, GFA, decided that they wanted the president to come and meet the crowd. So they decided to open free gates so that the Accra Sports Stadium can admit a lot of fans. The president will be impressed when he sees the crowd in there at the Accra Sports Stadium. And Dela, for some funny reason, I asked authorities why they decided to do that. I mean, the president should come and see the real situation on the ground. The president should come and then feel the low patronage in the Ghana Premier League. So then if he has any solution to offer, he'll go ahead and then engage authorities in the word of view. So I asked them why. Why do you want to fake these things? Why are you not allowing the president to see the real low patronage in the Ghana Premier League? And they were like, look, this match is political. The president should come and see crowd in there. This match is political because it's a President's Cup. So
did the president eventually
No.
he see crowd?
No. But we watch the game. You watch the game. Look. If you're live on Facebook, we are talking about Kotoko versus House of Folk. Look, regardless of the fact that they open free gate, I am telling you, we don't have the figures. But at Accra Sports Stadium, they don't admit close to 15,000 spectators. Even though
15,000, I think we are going too high. I mean, we asked for about some 10,000 or 6,000 or something, but 15.
Dela, you see?
Yeah, Eugene, good morning. How are you?
Yeah, Dela, I'm doing fine.
Good.
Dela,
I got your package.
Yes.
From Udine.
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
I'll go to the gym.
You should try and do it every week for us so that we'll change our costume. Oh, I know Udine can do it, so that will be able to.
This morning I'll be going on Shabbat. Before I go, I don't know. I asked you, do you have the voice where Kate said that they are blaming the low attendance on e-ticket?
One of the factors.
If you have a play for me, then you know why our football is in the state that it is. If this is the thinking of those leading our football. Because when I saw the pictures initially, I think Zando was the one who posted it on Facebook, and I saw it at the open free gate. And I was like, So I checked the team. I thought maybe it was some Olympics versus Accra Lions or something. So I checked the teams and I realized it was Asante Kotoko. And I remember my dad traveling from Koforidua on May 9th to go and watch Kotoko and Haas play. And my dad would tell me that at a point in the lives of Haas and Kotoko, people were climbing high tensions, telecommunication.
The floodlight poles. They climb it all the time at the Barbara Stadium. And
in the 21st century, Haas and Kotoko cannot fill a 40,000 stadium.
Is it fail?
And you see,
Haas and Kotoko cannot maybe fill 1/3.
And you see,
don't say fill the entire stadium.
You play what Kate said.
Okay.
Clearly, since the introduction of the e-ticketing strategy, Accra Sports Stadium, the Barra Sports Stadium has seen a massive nation is very much interested in engaging the Ministry of Youth and Sports on this particular strategy and see how best we can get this off as one of the challenging points in our desire to get people to come to our various stadium, the 12-man to stay. Obviously, in Africa, one of the biggest strategies has to do with continuity in jockeying success. Okay, if your clubs are winning games, if you have a good coach, if you are scouting very well, if you are producing super talents, and cultivating, and ultimately, if you are playing interesting football, if you are winning games back to back, naturally, the 12-man in Africa and perhaps beyond would always want to come to the stadium to watch games.
Okay, so that's one part of Kotoko on some of the reasons that he thinks is influencing our lack of attendance to matches. Now, let's hear him on this one as well. Okay.
The two teams have a lot of work to do to win back the 12-man. I have said that the 12-man belong to the clubs first and foremost, or even the FA. And if it is that Kotoko are the defending league champions and their supporters are not at their games, then obviously it's a big challenge to the Kotoko management to find out why their supporters are not consuming their game. So clearly, you could see that the supporters are not happy, for which reason they are not at their games as many as they would want. But I think that once the two teams agree that the fans belong to them, and they must find ways, both scientific and practical ways of coming close to their fans.
All right, so that's Kotoko. So who is the 11th man anyway?
Yeah, Mr. Tiase.
He's talking about the 12th man, the 12th man. Who is the 11th man?
I feel it's literally scandalous that our FA president will blame low patronage of our games on e-ticketing. When you say
back-to-back wins.
When you say e-ticketing, it basically means electronic ticketing. When, as far back as 2008, when the CAN 2008 committee built our stadiums, there was an element of electronic ticketing. There was a machine system to do that.
If I'm using the turnstiles.
Yes.
Yeah.
If I'm wrong, Zando can correct me. Any modern football team or stadia has that element. Now, what does e-ticketing do? I come to work at Lab FM at 5. Javier, today we came at 6.
Yeah.
If there's a match at 3, can Javier leave this dawn and go and queue at Baba Yara to get a ticket? It's not possible. So Javier can just pick his phone, go to a short code, and buy a ticket. Now passport. You can renew your passport and pay on your phone, right? Yeah. You can do your NHIA. My sister is going to SHS. We realized the HIS has expired. Within 5 minutes, we renewed it on using a mobile phone. So what does e-ticketing do? Convenience, security. Then the last bit of it is that there's no thievery in the system. The back end and those buying of the tickets, the revenue accrue can be cross-checked, right? There's some semblance of a high-tech security when it comes to e-ticketing. Because when you need to the mobile money system is there, you can check. And on record, the first time Ghana used the e-ticketing was the Black Stars versus Nigeria match, right? On record, Ghana currently, it recorded our highest ever gate proceeds, 1.4 million Ghana cedis. So I was shocked that the FA president, maybe he doesn't have this information. 1.4 million, our highest gate proceeds ever. And that was e-ticketing that we did.
He has that information, but it doesn't mean that the system also does not come with challenges. But that challenge alone cannot be the reason why we are not filling the stadium. And even that challenge, I don't think should be that much.
If you are listing 100 challenges, why our stadiums are empty? The e-ticketing will be the last. Because it is rather creating an enabling environment for people to buy tickets. They will not go to the stadium to go and queue. How many bankers will wake up in the morning on Saturday? They'll go for their haircuts, go and need to move and go and stand at Babara and queue for 4 hours to buy a ticket to go and watch Asante Kotoko.
Well, anyway.
And again, the owners, I agree with him. Some element of it lies on Kotoko and has to promote their matches. For someone like me, I think the day prior to the match was when I realized there was a presidential cup.
Oh, you didn't know?
No, Facebook. I'm quite active on Facebook.
Okay.
Nothing on Facebook. Twitter, you don't see even in the trends. You see, and I always use a
There
word.
was no euphoria around the game.
Exactly.
There was nothing around
and
it. So.
I always use something that I keep repeating a word I keep repeating. Deliberate. You are going to play a match to honor the president. You are going to play our biggest fixture on the calendar. And there's no deliberate action to promote the match. Meanwhile, we were told that the bet power money, almost $1 million or so, or
$1 million.
Yes, was parted for.
Not almost $1 million.
Yes, was parted for advertisement. There are $1 million. Per the current session, let's even use 10. It's 10 million Ghana cedis. How are they promoting the match of that $1 million or 10 million Ghana cedis if the exchange rate is 10?
Okay.
Because you see, it's a disaster that this is Accra, and this is the capital of Ghana. A place where 5.4 million people reside. A place where the president, into the MPP for cry, they said the cheap buy, you know. That's the tendency you saw. And it's disgraceful.
It's disgraceful. Very disgraceful. It's very appalling. Anyway, Fifi Manfred, good morning. How are you?
Good